Hello there. Well, thank you once again for joining us here. We are at Big O Mixed Farm and you're most welcome once again. Last time we were here with my colleague here, Don Crypto, aka Falis. We're here trying to show you how watermelons are grown and how they can grow here in the Equatorial region, especially here in Uganda. The village is called Big O Busiro. Big O Busiro, the county is Busiro and the district is Wakiso district here in Uganda and in the central region of Uganda. The environment is very good, the climate is very good. You can see it has just poured down. It delayed us actually to come here and make for you this video. Last time we asked people to give us some of the names of what they call these items in their local language, and today we're already starting to make our harvests. We've already made some 2 harvests from the farm. You can see now they are scattered a little because we have already picked out some ripened melons. So today also we are going to pick more melons, and today I want to show you how we identify a ripe melon, how we identify the melon which is mature, what makes them grow big, what makes them have the very good reddish color we have, what makes them to become more sweeter, and yeah, some of those things we're going to see them today. So starting with today, if you look at these melons, they are approximately between 80 days and 85 days. And I told you they can start getting ready from 75 to 95 days. So we are at 80 right now, and 80, of course, since we picked some have now, they came later, so they grew later. So some of them are between 85 days, 80 days, and 90 days. So they're actually in the gestation period of being harvested or being ready. So how do we get to know that a melon is actually ready? Some people think when they see the size of the melon, it is so ready. Some people think when they see the color of the melon, it is so ready. Some people think when they see the texture of the melon, it is so ready. Others think they should get the melon like this one now. Someone gets a melon, then they start hitting it, testing with a little padding of the melon. That's wrong to check whether the melon is ripe. People think when you pad it, you're getting to know how ripe it is. Not really true. What you do actually when you're padding it, if it has a hole, if it has a fault, this melon, because of the volume it has makes it in a sense that if it is truly still fresh, still natural, still okay, it has not gone bad, it's not rotten, then whenever you hit it from anywhere, you feel that the sound is almost the same. Whereas if you get a bad one, you will hit it at one point, the sound will be different. This other side will maybe sound like a big drum. The other side would sound like a small drum. So the sound variations will occur. Reason being, the melon has gone bad. So that's the main reason why people should test melons in the markets by hitting them, only to check if the melon is okay, or it is still safe, it is not yet rotten. Hopefully we shall get one which is maybe in that category, and I explain to you the difference between this one, which is very fine, and the other which has gone bad. So the other thing I should also talk about is that when you're plucking a melon, better you pluck it with this stalk. The stalk makes its shelf life longer. It makes it last longer. Otherwise, when you cut it short from here, the melon can easily go bad. And the melons can stay for a week or 2 in terms of being kept, even if you have not put it in a fridge, as long as nothing has pierced it, as long as it has no crack, as long as it hasn't fallen down to get a crack or to get damaged. They can stay for a longer time. They have a long shelf time as long as they have not been faulted anywhere. So other people can check. Others think that this whitish setting of the melon also makes it confirm that it's ripe. That's not true. This is just a part where the melon has sat during its growth. And these other parts which have been exposed to sunlight, they bring out the texture of this zebra texture. We normally call the melons, we normally call them zebra here in Uganda. So the zebra texture comes out very well when exposed to the sun. The part where it sits, the zebra texture fades away, it becomes a little bit yellowish or whitish. That's why it looks like that, but that does not mean that it's ripe. Then thirdly, the exposure. When you look at the bottom of the melon, it tends to flatten out. If this lower part of the melon tends to flatten out, then it would depict that the melon has actually grown ripe. Otherwise, for a young melon, there is a depression down here, whereby, for example, if it's water, it can cling right there. But if it's ripened, when you pour water, all the water will spread away. Then the other last bit of how to detect whether the melon is ripe is by coming to the melon itself. For example, I have this big guy here. This one is approximately 10 kgs and above, around 10 or 12 or 13 kgs. So when you look at the stalk of this melon, as it comes and connects to the main plant, there's always a tendron which is in form of like a spring. This is one of the main determinants of whether the melon is ripe or not. For example, if you pick this melon, you'll confirm that it's ripe because of this string drying up. So whenever this has dried up, it means the melon is ripe. If you have your farm and these strings are all drying up, then it means the melon has accumulated enough water, it has accumulated enough food inside there. That means any more accumulation, it's going to expand. The volume is not enough anymore, so it will end up bursting to create more volume. So to avoid those bursting melons and cracking of melons in the garden, once this has occurred, come gently and then pluck off our melon from the stalk of the main plant. So here I am, I'm removing the melon, and here it is. I've got this big guy. As you can see, trail of 13 kgs. I wish we came with a weighing scale and we weighed it. I've just explained the whitish part. You see where it was seated? This is the part where it was seated. So where it was seated, it doesn't form the zebra textures we're talking about. It rather becomes a little bit yellowish or whitish. That's why you see this color where it has been seated. Then this other white part which has been exposed to the sunlight, it has very good texture for the zebra. I think you can see how heavy it is.
Approximately how many kilograms do you think?
It must be exceeding 13 or 14 kgs.
Sure.
Yeah. And those kgs, of course, accumulate for around like 10 or 12 of water, or 12 of the content we are going to eat.
Like
this
like
outside part.
Of liters, how many liters?
In terms of liters, if you approximate a kg to be approximately 1,000 centimeters cubed, that's approximately 13, 14 liters.
Does it mean that the whitish part where it has been sitting, it is white inside?
No. It is still reddish all inside. Still, when you heat it, you hear the sound. Sound is the same. The sound is uniform. It means it has no crack, it has no hole, it is not rotten. It's a very good and fresh melon to enjoy. Okay. So it's good now that we have one. We can try it out and then we get to see whether it's really fresh.
For example, if you are to take this to the market,
approximately if this is to go to the market, this is approximately 10,000 Ugandan shillings, and that's approximately $2.5 or $3 approximately. Yeah, so if you take it to the market, definitely we can get a very good price for it. Just like my customers know, someone has already sent in an order of 15 melons of this kind. They've already tested my melons and they're really enjoying them.
Sure.
You'll find that some of us who are in the corporate world, instead of going to the market and sell these melons to the market, just extract the market of the people around you, talk to them. I took around 40 melons to my school where I teach in Gombeses, and I sampled them with 3 melons.
This is too heavy for me. Let me put it down.
It's okay. I sampled them with 3 melons,
yes.
And they tested the melon, and everyone made an order. People picked 2, people picked 3. Now one of my colleagues has asked for 15, and I know others also need more. So today I'm taking approximately either between those 15 plus some more 20 or 30 because the school is closing tomorrow. So people will take them and enjoy the melons.
So usually you get your market not from Owino, Nakasero?
No, from people around me.
From your friends?
From my groups. I just post this on my status. The power of social media, the power of the physics, the power of technology, the power of machines is what brings us the market closer. Just make a simple post like this one, take a good screenshot, show them the kgs. If you can weigh them, show them the picture of the weights, and then share with them. Definitely people will make their orders. They will even pay for the transport. You ask them for 10,000, they will pay for the border guy to deliver the melon at maybe 3,000 or 5,000 depending on where they are. So basically when we do some of these things, the first people who are our first customers are the people around us. Sure. My status viewers, I thank them so much. They are one of my main customers. My old students I schooled with are also good customers. The people I work with are also good customers. The friends of the people I work with, the friends of my OBs and OGs, once they narrate to them that the melons are good, definitely the orders will come through.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, you know, we usually move with this.
Sure.
Maybe we can.
Time to test.
Time to test.
The blood.
The beauty.
The sugar, the readiness of the melon. It's not having any hole. Once you cut it, you feel the pressure. You feel it trying to open up easily. See the blood, the freshness. Oh my God. This is so beautiful.
Katabu.
Let me make for him a slice to begin with.
Bismillah.
Talk to. Oh, I forgot the bismillah. See the redness. See the blood. See the color. It all takes dedication, the love, the passion to the farm, taking care of patience, taking care of the pests, giving them the right ingredients of the spraying, It will make the red, it will make the sugar, it will make the melons be what exactly they are expected to be. So allow us have breakfast officially.
So in a Bigo, you have this for breakfast.
Yeah, this is wildness in Africa. You can have breakfast for fruit. You can have breakfast right in the garden. You don't need the fridge to have breakfast. You don't need to cook to have breakfast. You can begin with anything you want. I wish my colleague here, Tyson, could test, but the melons, I think, did not work for him. But at least he can enjoy the purpose. See the water, see the juice. Truly African.
What is the biggest challenge you have faced before harvesting?
Okay. Yeah, we have the challenges of Karalankuma, like I mentioned earlier. You see, we have tried to put the fly traps, but of course, some of them were late, and they had already penetrated some of them. Let me first try to eat it the African way as well.
This is the African way.
Yeah, the African way. I was eating like a white man.
I hear Africans eat even the green part.
As long as it's logged with water.
So what food nutrients do we expect in a watermelon?
Melon has a lot of nutrients. Starting from its seeds. It's good at preventing dehydration. If you have thirst, it can help you with that. It can quench your thirst.
Sure.
The sugars, the vitamins, it has so many ingredients that are very good for our life. It's good at building kids' skins. When kids have a very big problem with their skin, these melons can improve their skin. I had a father of mine, my stepdad, brother to my father. He could eat it until you see the white part, not leaving any reddish on the epicap.
So basically it means families can sustain themselves without buying food in Africa by simply starting the smaller garden at the back of their houses.
Definitely.
And then survive without buying food from the market.
And if they get excess, they can put it to the market and sell it. People around you, they buy a watermelon today, they will eat it maximum today and tomorrow. That means after tomorrow they will need another one. So it's good market. You hear the call, they will send a text.
It's a consumable product.
Yes. And since they are perishable, once cut, people have to take them immediately and they can enjoy them again if they get an opportunity. So another challenge we have is when people come, we have Kenyans who come here, they buy pumpkins, they buy watermelons, they buy so many things. And one of the biggest challenges they have is the transport. The roads are not so good. They have so many potholes, they get waterlogged. So if a car is not that strong, if it's not like a Toyota Hilux, it's not like a Mercedes pickup or a BMW pickup, you'll find that these cars will have a problem of accessing to where the farm is, of accessing to where they can pick the fruits from and the products from. So it's a very big challenge as transport. Even to transport ingredients like fertilizers, pesticides, people have a problem. The same applies to even cyclists. Cyclists cannot also ride and get to these places comfortably. They might pass through those waterlogged areas and then the bike maybe will either fall into the water, plus the fertilizers, definitely the fertilizers will be spoiled. You cannot use them and apply them to the plants. So the road problem is a problem, a big one in this area. And then I also talked about the pests which come through. Thieves are not so many. Maybe also I have an internal problem of my own animals. If my own goats are not managed by Tyson here, my main man, Tyson, come here. This man here, sit there, sit down, sit. Good boy. This man here manages the goats. If the goats by accident divert a little here, he will come and chase them, but they can come and then scratch or lick some of the melons and they chase them. So Tyson can play a role in chasing them out and even scaring them with it.
Constant. If we had good infrastructures like roads and then put aside the Kalaranko pests, what have you, if we had good roads, would it bring down the price of watermelon in the market today?
Watermelon, these are perishable fruits, and their market depends on their scarcity and availability. Now, previously we had a lot of sunshine, so they were not in the market. During the month of Ramadan, Muslims and other people wanted melons. They were very expensive. Passion fruits, they were very expensive. It's because the sun was high, and those fruits cannot easily come through during such a season. Definitely the price will shoot up. Now, during the rains, these fruits have come back on the market, so the prices have gone down. But if you have good fruits and very good products like mine, like I've said, you talk to your people. They will be easier to convince to get a good price than going to the wholesalers in the market. In the market, they will buy, for example, these melons I sell at 10,000. If they come here, they will ask you for maybe to offer you either 6,000 or 7,000. Sometimes even they ask for, they give you 5. Sometimes they give you 4. This one they can give you at 2,000. And even the other one you can't get at 10,000. So, but when they come here to the farm, they'll give you such a price. Of course, they'll have those hindrances, the road, the likes, those challenges. And even the season. Is the season the peak of the melons, or is it down, or is it in the middle? So all those factors will matter. But to eliminate that, like I said, first look at the people around. If you have a social capital of people around you who are really trusting you, who know what you do, who can appreciate your work, definitely you'll have a very good market. And even you won't be selling at a very high rate or pressure. Now, for example, me, I know that every time I come twice a week. So every time I come, I pick 30 melons, 40 melons, I take them to my people, Now today I'm taking to my people at school in Gombe. I will come back on Thursday, I'll take it for people in Kampala, my OBs and my alumni members. So such market makes you sell these items comfortably at a good price you want. So I'd like to encourage everyone who wishes to join us and to farm watermelons. In Uganda, these are some of the things that we can do that can boost our families, boost our nation, boost our income as individuals at homesteads. So people can join. Those who want to learn how to farm watermelons, you can always contact us. We shall share our contacts. I'm also a teacher. We shall also share the contacts for the holiday classes, those interested. And then sometimes also we are going to make an arrangement where people will be bringing in their children at our farm, like in holidays for a week or for some days, and they get to learn how to do some of these things.
Makes it sarcastic.
Sure.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, guys. It has been amazing having Mr. Hamza Rwama here. And we are learning every day a lot of amazing things, especially those people who are interested in farming. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the chat section, and we shall see you again in our next video.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.